Hi, this is Mushtaq. What if a brick is grown with a bacteria and doesn't create any pollution and doesn't need any heat or energy resource? Yes, we are going to see about that in this video. Let's get into the video. Generally, construction bricks are made by placing the sand mix into the mold and it is heated up to 2000 degrees Celsius for 4 to 5 days. So, this requires more heat and also produces carbon emission into the atmosphere. So, the environment is affected. So, what if we reduce the percentage of pollution on building bricks to 0%? Yes, we can do that. Have you ever wondered how these seashells in the beaches are created and formed into this shape without any mold? Or have you ever thought how these sandstones and corals under the seas are manufactured? Yes, the answer is by nature. So, by the inspiration of the nature formation, a lady named Ginger Kreig Dosier from Abu Dhabi created a formula for a natural brick. A brick that is manufactured by a trillion tiny workers. Do you want to know who they are? They are bacteria. The scientific name is Sporosarcina Pasteurii. This bacteria creates calcium carbonate like we see in the corals under the seas. Now, I'll tell you the procedure to grow this natural bio bricks. The sand from the Arabian deserts are used in this process. Cements that bonds the grains of the sand is made into a liquid solution and then those bacteria and food to feed those bacteria are added. Now the nitrogen and calcium sources are then added to it, then some water is also added to it. This is added to a bed of sand inside a mold and is repeated for 5 days so that a solid bio bricks are formed. Amazing, right? This process is called bio mimicry, that is mimicking the work of the nature. But this is way more than that. We are using the nature. In our last video about construction on Mars, if the Martian concrete is not the option, we can go to the bio bricks option where the transportation of bacteria is lighter and possible. So now we have both the traditional bricks and the bio bricks. Which is better? Let's come into a conclusion. Since the strength of the traditional bricks is tested and we know its exact strength on the building, but this bio bricks is something new for us. Since they use sand from Arabian deserts for the bio bricks, the availability of the fine aggregate resource is high. Bio bricks is more eco-friendly that it doesn't produce any pollution. Consumption of water is high in bio bricks than that of our normal bricks. No woods or fuels are burnt for the bio bricks. This bio bricks can be made on the site and used directly. So the winner is bio bricks. So since we are heading to the future innovations and vast construction of buildings, we need to concentrate on the pollution factor and try to take care of our environment. So learning from the nature and not depleting them is the solution, and we need to study about the nature and its functionality. So let's all do biomimicry.